is Rachel Haney again, a social media manager for Cireia, Central Indiana Real Estate Investors Association. And today I am with Darren Finney, who is yet another member of Cireia. So go ahead, Darren, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Darren. I've been a member of Cireia for about 3 years now. I run a company called 317 Home Buyers, and we focus primarily on fix and flip. Also a real estate agent and licensed broker here in Indiana. And recently we published the Flipping 101 class for Cireia for our new members and members to be potentially.
Awesome. Yeah, we're going to get.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate being here, and hopefully we can, add some more value to our community with this interview.
That's great. Darren's actually, you've been on my husband's, you've been interviewed by my husband also, Nathaniel Haney, with Red, White, and Blue Property Preservation. So, and you're teaching a class for Cireia also, which is awesome. So thank you so much. I'm actually working on some of your videos right now. So Darren is actually getting to be one of the faces that is showing up quite frequently for Cireia. So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate members who participate. And I definitely think that there is an advantage when you're constantly showing up and participating with the network. So what I wanted to talk about today was your membership. How long have you been a member with Cireia for?
I want to say it's 3 years, maybe a little bit more. I'm pretty sure I joined right away when I got back to Indiana after I got out of the Marine Corps, because when you read all the bigger pockets and things like that, you hear about all, the value that you can get out of joining a local RIA, even if you don't realize it at the time, like what is the value that I'm supposed to get out of it. And so I'm pretty sure I joined right away in 2016 when I got back here. Although I probably didn't really recognize the full value of it until, recently, actually. I mean, I got a lot of value out of it the following year when I went to Dave Short's flipping class, which I can't think of the name of right now. But so I got a lot of value that following spring, but I'm going to say it took me, probably a year or more till I really started using the benefits and coming to the meetings more and coming to the subgroups more and being able to network with people, which is what I kind of feel like is one of the primary benefits of it.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the networking, what Cireia has to offer. I know you come up to the monthly main meetings, and you mentioned Dave's subgroup, the dinner and a deal. So tell me a little bit more about how that has helped you.
Yeah, so the main meetings are, and even the follow-on, masters meetings, pretty cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff to learn, but for me, it's more about the networking. Because you don't know what you don't know, especially when you're new, and just being around people that are doing real estate every day, you can just pick up a lot of things. Whether you're the shy person in the back that just wants to listen to what people are talking about, or if you actually want to go and try to interact with people and hear what they have to say. There's just so much that you can learn by being around other people who are doing what you're doing. So, again, that's what I feel like is one of the primary benefits of the main meeting. And also, there's the vendors tables. You can go around and meet the new vendors or however they select the vendors that are going to be there each month. Because I really don't know how Cireia does that. I just show up and there's the vendors and I talk to them. So, that's what I feel like is the best thing about those main meetings. And then the subgroups are really probably my favorite thing of all, because that's where if you have a direction that you want to go, you've already chosen it maybe, or maybe even if you're just interested in something, to go and meet in a smaller group with people who are specifically doing that thing so that you can get questions answered on specific things if you have specific things that you want to know. Or, at least just, get that FaceTime with that expert, so you can maybe build a relationship, because as we all know, like, real estate is a relationship game. So, that's important as well. So, yeah,
absolutely. And it's funny because I heard somebody say, you think about real estate, and then you learn from somebody else even more, and you realize the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. It's, you know, the deeper you get into it, it's like, oh, I thought I knew about this, but then you meet somebody who's been in the industry just a little longer than you and is able to explain something in a different format, and you're able to be like, oh, well, that makes complete sense. My husband is constantly coming home like, that makes sense, you know? So we're always able to implement that new knowledge into, okay, how can we move further along with our portfolios or our projects, you know, because we didn't think like that before, but now it's, you know, somebody presenting it differently. It's like, okay, that makes sense. I know he's mentioned stuff that he's learned from you too. So we've definitely gotten some stuff from talking with you and networking with you also. So Dave's, I believe it's called Dave's Dinner and a Deal. It's one of the subgroups. You mentioned you really enjoy doing that. And I heard you're actually are you working on a project with Dave also?
We are, yeah. We're doing one right down in Indianapolis. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we're hoping that'll be finished soon. The coronavirus has slowed things down at a couple of different points, but you know, we're pushing through. It's delays and weird things that happen. Just like, you know, if it wasn't coronavirus, it'd be something else. So
yeah,
you know.
exactly. And I think what's really cool about this is that you mentioning that what's really nice is that we have access to seasoned people to know, like Dave and Vickie, who have experienced 2008 and other situations in the past. That's really put a damper on real estate. They know, you know, we have to pivot and switch some things, and this is what I'm doing. And it's really, it's kind of comforting to know that they've survived it, and they've been able to just kind of alter some things. And with their guidance, I think we as a real estate community is able to kind of follow suit and just know, you know what, just like they said, things happen, and economically things shift, but we're able to survive it. We just have to keep pushing through. So now, have you ever found a deal going to Cireia, any of these Cireia groups? Have you ever met somebody that you've been able to find a deal with?
Yeah, absolutely. So last fall, actually, we got a deal from, you know, networking at Cireia. Basically, it ended up being something that we paid a finder's fee for a bird dog, essentially. But yeah, it was a great deal, and we actually just finished and closed on it like a month and a half or 2 months ago. Like the sale, our sale of it. So
yeah, that's great. That's awesome. So it just really sounds like for you specifically, your membership has really helped with networking. It sounds like you really enjoy the subgroups, specifically Dave's Dinner and a Deal, and you've been able to find a deal from meeting up with somebody last year. So congratulations on that. So that is awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Now, is this a background that is this where you're really at, or is this one?
This is definitely not where I'm really at. This is a background that I found. I put this in here for my Flipping 101 class, and I really liked it. It's applicable for all of my real estate sort of stuff that I do.
Awesome. That's awesome. So there's really there's no broken nails or anything like that you have to.
There's really not. It's all my Marine Corps plaques and things are hanging behind me. So
yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you, Darren, so much. Now you have, it's 317 Home Buyers is the name of your company, and we can find you on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and I'll definitely put a link on there. Cool. On this post for you. So I really appreciate you taking the time to kind of share with us your experience as a member, and we will talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thanks for inviting me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.